How can this terrifying God be a beckoning God? Or, put it another way, how in the world can this God, who is a God of both fire and cloud, which means a God both of absolute holiness and yet love, be satisfied? Because what he wants is holiness and justice and truth, and yet he wants us in his arms. How's that going to happen? And the answer is a mediator. Here's the last part, which I call go down Moses, and what that meant. Verse 20. The Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So Moses went up, and the Lord said to him, go down. Go down, Moses. But here it is. Here's where it comes from. And the Lord said to him, go down and warn the people so they do not force their way through to see the Lord, and many of them will perish. Even the priests who approach the Lord must consecrate themselves, or the Lord will break out against them. Moses said to the Lord, the people cannot come up Mount Sinai because you yourself warned us. Put limits around the mountain and set it apart as holy. Verse 24, and the Lord replied, but go down and bring Aaron up with you. Let the priests and the people not force their way through to come up to the Lord, or he will break out against them. So the Lord went down to the people and told them. What's going on? God, well, we're not totally sure. Matir thinks, and other commentators think, that the people started getting lax. They got near, it was scary, and yet, obviously God would not have brought Moses up to say, the people are in danger of trying to come up to get me. Now, we could preach on that we're constantly losing our focus. But the point is, Moses, be a mediator. Go down and warn them and keep them from dying. Moses is the mediator. Moses is the man on the mountain. Moses is the one who's somehow going to be able to keep the people from not perishing. He's the go-between. He's the mediator. And in Hebrews 12, we have an answer as to why it was possible for God even to come to them in the cloud back then, and why we are in a very different situation now. You have not come to a mountain that can be touched, that is burning with fire, darkness, gloom, and storm. We went through that. No, verse 22, but you have come to Mount Zion, to the heavenly Jerusalem, to the city of the living God. You have come to thousands upon thousands of angels in joyful assembly, to the church of the firstborn, whose names are written in heaven. You have come to God, the judge of all men, to the spirits of righteous men made perfect, and to Jesus, the mediator of a new covenant, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. What? When Cain killed Abel, first murder, first act of real overt human injustice, he didn't deserve to die. Cain killed him. And God comes to Cain and says, the blood, what have you done? Remember that? He says, what have you done? The blood of your brother cries out to me from the ground. And there's other places where the Bible talks like that the blood, unjust blood spilled, cries out, justice! Avenge me! The Hebrews writer has the audacity to say, Moses was a mediator. He kept the people in some kind of relationship with God, kept them from being killed by God. But Jesus Christ was the ultimate mediator. The ultimate mediator. Why? Because when he died on the cross, his blood cries out, grace. Grace. Accept them. Yes, of course they have sinned, but accept them because I have paid their penalty.